I'm here with Davo. I remember when the Oscars were on, it was just last night.
Yeah, I watched it.
And I remember when Davo was there and there were pieces of art going to all these stars and you were there.
I was only at the Oscars once, 15 times to the Grammys.
Oh, was that right?
I was more of a Grammys guy than
That's where I remember Neil Portnow, right?
Oh yeah. Oh,
he was involved.
He was
stuff.
No, Neil was the whole Academy.
I remember him as a producer way back when I was
wow,
there.
he was a great guy.
I was working with David Campbell. We were in RCA Studios, and he was producing Lucy Simon, Carly Simon's sister. And David was doing the string tracks, and I was contracting, and that's where I met him. So, I remember that time really vividly, because that was when I was, hands-on in the music business.
Yes.
Where are you now? You're here in Maui all these years. I bet you're happy to be out of Hollywood.
I don't want to go back.
Hollywood, but she's not going back either.
I call it, instead of L.A., I call it Hell-A. But, I had a good childhood there. I had a wonderful childhood, but I don't even want to go back to the mainland. I want to go to Bali and Bangkok, and I'm going that way.
Go west, young man. They didn't tell you when to stop.
That's correct.
Well, you've been here a while, so
yes.
I've been here 37. You've been here longer than me.
Over 50. I don't know exactly how many. I came in 72. You do the math. I'm not good at math.
Well, there's 25, and 25 is from 75 to 0 and to 25, and we're on both sides of each of those. Holy mackerel, I didn't know you were that old. You're a young man. You're still keeping in good shape. You've been an
Parts
artist.
of me.
When I got here in 1988, and I remember going through the town and seeing art, and then I remember going to a Bob Dylan concert.
Yeah, that was cool.
Online.
Oh, man, I was so bummed.
Who I was.
I was so bummed.
Why?
Because you remember that. I barely remember you in line.
But you did remember me in line.
Oh, I did remember you in line.
That's where we met. That was
yeah.
And to me, that was the highlight of that whole day. Was meeting you.
Oh.
You were colorful and a local artist and
bombed.
Very. Well, I didn't measure. I didn't have my scale out. But if you didn't remember, you were up somewhere in the heavens.
This has been the problem of a lot of my past. Is like meeting people bombed. Like, I'll never forget sitting next to George Benson in Lahaina and talking to him for over an hour. And when he left, the bartender goes, God, how long have you known George Benson? And I didn't even know it was George Benson. And then on top of it, I was so bummed I don't remember what but he thought I was interesting, or he didn't,
You are interesting.
Thank you.
Now, do you think it's important for our audience to know how you got to Maui?
Sure.
Well, I think that
it's very important.
And how you developed into I want to say character. You are always a character and you're always yourself, but your color comes from the world going, what do they say, going left when they should have gone right. You and I were both similar age when there was a war on the horizon, and I was
That's what brought me here. The Vietnam War is what brought me to Hawaii.
How's that?
Very simple. I was in Carmel. I knew they were close on my tail. They were after me. My mom warned me. I told the girlfriend I was with, do you want to come to Hawaii? She goes, no. I said, okay, bye. And I can't. And yeah, because I hid in the jungles of Kalalau until the war was over. I didn't even go to Taylor Camp. I mean, I saw it, but I lived deep in the
loved Kalalau.
Oh.
I loved Kalalau.
Oh, it was awesome. I ran around naked all day. I never put clothes on. Never.
I don't think they allowed clothes there.
No, that's right. It was against the hippie law.
I walked in, and I forgot what year it was. We used to take jaunts over, Kachina. Kachina was my roommate before Ariel. It was a short period. And way back, so it was probably 94. took the Kalalau Trail, but my walking partner didn't make it, so I walked alone.
And you made it.
But a couple of times, it's like, okay, where do I go? Go out this way or go toward the cliffs? I went toward the cliffs, and it was a dead end to the mountain. So now the third time I know, okay, I don't go toward the mountain, I go toward the cliffs. I ended up 800 foot on a goat trail over one of those windy bluffs.
Yeah.
Had to climb over moving
if you fall
rock.
if you fall in, it's shark-infested water. Let me tell you something.
I would have been dead on the way down.
I lived in Kalalau mostly, but I finally decided Hanakapi'ai, which is much closer.
Yeah.
So I literally found a new girlfriend in Hanakapi'ai, but one night I was so bombed on mushrooms, magic mushrooms, that I had a torch, and I walked out in the ocean naked with this torch high, and then the wave came. Everybody applauded because the wave came, hit the torch, caught me, rolled me onto the sand very softly.
Oh.
Okay. And then I found out later that that's one of the most dangerous beaches on earth. It just grabs people, takes them out, and the sharks eat them.
Oh, I didn't know that one.
Oh, yeah. Look it up.
Hanakapi'ai.
Right at the top of the list.
Well, you know, anyone that knows that area knows you go to Princeville and you make your a little further way out, and there's the trail.
Do you know the story about my first night in Hawaii?
No.
I get off the plane in
Lihui.
Thank you, Lihui.
In Kauai. Yeah.
Put out my thumb, and a beautiful local girl goes, "Where are you going?" And I go, "No, where are you going?" She goes, "Well, I'm going to Honolulu." I said, "I'll go there." So I hop in, and we drive all the way to Honolulu. She drops me off, and my first night laying my head down to go to sleep in Hawaii was Honolulu Bay.
Where Puff was.
Puff the Magic Dragon. Can you be? And wild cattle. Well, I'm not saying they were wild. Somebody owned them, but they used to walk on the beach. And so here I am, and I heard the bull go, and I'm from LA, so I go, this is it. I'm trampled on my first night in Hawaii. But, you know, they never touched me. And I hear that they are very sensitive, and they all just walked over me, very cautious.
Yeah, they don't want to disturb your beauty sleep.
I know, and then we turn around and eat them. It's just not fair.
I'm with you. I must say.
I got to stop doing that.
I don't eat beef much.
Good.
At all, really.
And you know, can't eat pork.
Well, you mean the Jewish kid.
Hello.
Thing. I know a whole sect of Jews that eat pork. I don't know if it's a sect. When you're around other Jews, they become a sect.
They're kind of like Jack Mormons. They're Jack Jews.
What, Jack
Jews.
What's a Jack Mormon?
Jack Mormon is one that drinks and smokes, but he's Mormon.
I never heard that expression.
I waited on Mr. Marriott, the old man, the one who started Marriott, and talk about a Mormon, wouldn't even drink a Coke, and he owned the place.
Wow, really? When you first, obviously when you were
At the Marriott, when it opened, he was there, and then he died, and his son took over, and of course the Marriotts were very fair to their employees. The people that lasted, they got a really good retirement, you know, from what I understand. But anyway, he said, "You want a union? No problem. Get yourself a union. The hotel's closed."
That's what he said.
Oh yeah. Go ahead, get a union. The hotel's closed. And everybody goes, "No, we don't want a union. We want the hotel." And that was the end of that. The union guys ran away.
That's quite a tactic.
I thought it was brilliant.
That's right.
But it was the truth. He says, "You can work here, but if you're union, bye. I close." He owned it. He could do it. And it worked. So you got to hand it to him, right?
And what's it now? Is it new union now? I imagine it probably is.
I hear that the
state laws.
I hear that Montage might go Marriott. First it was Kapalua. I was there when it opened, and incidentally, the year it opened, we had a huge Kona storm that bashed it up.
Worse than the one we got now? Comparable, though.
Well, at first I thought so, but now when I see what's going on, I'm thinking this may definitely be. I think it may be the one. I really do. And when those folks' house went into the river in Iao, I went, ooh.
Yeah, I saw that picture. I was like, holy mackerel.
First it was the front of the house, and then finally the garage went over.
Remember when the park went the other time?
No, I don't remember that.
Oh, Iao Park on the other side.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised that...
Not where the stuff was. Where the pavilions and
well, but it lost part of the parking lot.
Yeah.
And it was right there, that whole little section.
Well, don't we all agree that we think we're in charge, but we're not in charge? Huh?
Yeah.
Mother Nature is in charge.
We don't even know that, but someone's in charge, and it sure isn't us.
Amen.
By the way, what I just said is really interesting, because I said it sort of in jest, but Mother Nature may be in charge, but there may be beings from other...
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up.
Things, it's like that's just a
look.
Oh, thank you. I have the hardcover one.
Good. I highly recommend that. This is Scott.
If you guys haven't yet,
we
had a show a little while back. This is good. DAVO, pop art. It was going to be on the screen, so I'm not holding it up. Pop art and neo pop art.
Yeah.
If you're on radio, we're at KAKU 88.5 FM. The voice of Maui. We're simulcast on Akaku Maui Community Media, Channel 55, but MauiNeutralZone.com has full transcript of every show,
a
summary of every show, and because we have so many shows, we're like the voice of the community. So when you see someone on here and
you can turn
like something or don't like, make comments.
Yeah.
Those comments become part of a search engine.
Incidentally, Jason, I called Cheryl Renee, the singer, the wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I said, Cheryl Renee, I'm going to be on. Get on over here.
I wanted her to be on.
I know, and I said it's from 11 to 12.
She's welcome.
I said you can walk in at 11:30, and you are the diva. You take the stage.
Now, see that?
That's how it is.
I had actually asked her to be here, but I know she's gotten busy. She's been busy recently.
She has been busy.
She has a business of, I want to call it staging. People in real estate know what that means. It means you want to sell your place, you need someone to come in and say, nope, the couch needs to be over here. No, that shade doesn't really fit. Mary, it fits, Mary, but... for the buyers.
And she recommends a DAVO here.
Oh, at a DAVO.
You must have a DAVO because I can get one for you from DAVO.
Yeah, well, you probably worked with realtors over all these years.
No, never.
Well, then.
No, I don't.
You could work with me.
I can work with anybody except you know who, and we won't mention his name.
I don't even remember, but that's good. By the way, you made me feel really good when you said the name Kenneth Neesman.
Uncle
I was wearing a shirt.
Captain.
Right.
Uncle Captain. Captain Kenny. Marvelous man.
Bob Cartwright.
Yes.
And Tess.
Yes.
Cartwright.
Yes.
When I first met them, somehow we were talking about something, and we mentioned this piece, and she lit up. And Bob showed me in their house.
Well, look at her work. Look at her work, and look at his work. They go so well together.
Well, he was really a gifted, fun.
He was our Picasso. He was our Picasso. You can't put him down because what he did was original.
Yes.
Hand done. He never wanted to do.
He did his own thing.
People wanted. One guy said wanted to make reproductions, and he said no. He told them no.
Oh.
No. Captain Neesman was the whole package. Okay, take it or leave it.
I love getting a piece of his art.
Oh, I wish I had one.
Well, I have one. It's over my bed.
How much?
I sent the picture to you.
How much?
Ask Bob Cartwright.
I'm going to be rich.
Bob Cartwright has them framed even.
Oh, Bob and Tess.
Yeah.
I love Tess's work. I just love it.
Tess Cartwright did these. Well, he took a whisk bottle of soap and an old container of Drano and a coffee mug and turned it into
art,
a live art, whole experience.
You know what you call that? Transformation of waste.
Yeah,
she transforms waste into art. And some people go, that's art? Yes, it is.
It is. You know, I remember Ira Ono.
Who sure.
Art for Trash. He's on the Big Island.
That's what I hear, yeah.
Continued on the trash art thing and the whole
So
deal.
many people moved to the Big Island.
Yeah, the Big Island didn't have that same feeling. I don't know why.
Well, Madame Pele.
Oh, that's
You're living on Madame Pele, whether you get
here
used
too,
to it.
Probably. We were like,
well, this one's dormant, but if Madame Pele goes big,
this one will activate.
Yeah.
I think so too.
And you know, I used to live on Hualalai Ranch, which is over at Kona side.
You did?
Yeah. And the scientists would come up in their Jeep, and I talked to them, and they said, you know, this is one of the spots on Earth that can directly connect to the to the center. And when that happens, when it comes out, the viscosity of the lava is more like liquid gas. And it can go 200 miles per hour. There's no way of escaping it, and you're vaporized. And I heard that from a scientist.
Well, that's interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah. Now, do we talk?
I don't want to be around.
Now,
for
are we
that.
going to talk about the UFOs?
I don't want. Oh, the UFOs, unfunctional fairy orbs.
Oh, let me come over there and punch you. Okay, folks, listen.
Unidentified.
Let me tell you.
What do you want to call them?
I'm out in Kanaio on my Hanai family's land, and you can look out and see Kaho'olawi. And one night I'm reading a book, and I see what I think is a shooting star coming down, and it's a ball, an orange ball, which I found out is the typical, that's one type. It comes down, and it starts going between me and Kaho'olawi, and then all of a sudden it goes once, twice, three, and shoots. And that was right after I asked, are you looking at me?
So you...
It said Y-E-S. This is silent.
Before the recognition of an observation, you saw it.
There's no doubt in my mind I saw it, and my brother was sleeping next to me. He missed it because it was so fast. And back in those days, they were still bombing Kaho'olawi. So they might, I really think they're interested in our violence. I think they want to intervene. Like, for example, my theory is if we do shoot off thermonuclear missiles, I'm hoping and praying that they, with their technology, will just turn them off, and they'll drop like dummies.
What an amazing projection of both scenarios.
Positive.
I am praying that nobody hits a nuclear trigger, but we got too many of them. Hotheads. They don't care about anything other than their little mortal existence right now. How do you say Donald Trump? You don't say it much. Now, I've watched your art grow.
I'm sorry.
It's always been a statement, by the way, but here in political times you started with Vietnam.
Yes. I did it back in those days.
And then you hit out and expressed yourself in a different way.
I met a lot of celebrities, and I made money. I mean, my art was a way of making a living, but I also loved doing it. But whenever something happened...
I love your art. Go ahead.
Thank you. Whenever something happened, like the Mishigosh, which is Yiddish, or maybe it's Hebrew.
Mishigosh is Yiddish. Yeah.
Yiddish, and it just means turmoil and chaos and everything. That's what we have, Mishigosh.
Usually Mishigosh is about conversation, but we'll stretch it.
We'll stretch it on a bigger level. Thank you.
Craziness.
He's my authority.
No, I just had
yes, he's my authority because my mom was Jewish, but she didn't want to be Jewish. She wanted to be Christian. So I didn't find out.
Is that right? She wanted to be Christian? Why?
Well, she wanted me to be Christian, and my dad was Christian. So,
I see.
But like sometimes Jewish people have a Christmas tree and a yarmulke and all that.
Oh yeah, I like to celebrate everything.
Yeah. Well, my mom, it was pure Christmas.
I see.
But I think she believed in Jesus. I really do.
Well, then she's a Christian.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, Jews believe in Jesus too.
There are Jews that do, and there are that don't want to hear about it. You go to Israel, and the real Orthodox one, they spit on Christians.
No, I
do.
would hope that you know that the world has evolved. I hope that I've met many people here that are Orthodox and are very, very religious as per the books of the Bible.
Right.
But that they're not that way. That seems to be a characteristic of that thing about is it environment or is it your nature kind of stuff. The environment over there is hot and heavy. And if you live, my old partner, Jack Feingold, his father was and his uncle started the Israeli Air Force. When we were in Santa Fe Springs out there in California, and he found out that a new guy that moved in was Arab, he would scream. He had fences around everybody's place.
Well,
he was.
When you consider what's been done, okay, like when they showed up at the festival,
music festival,
right?
And slaughtered people,
babies. Just babies, okay? Dismembered them, tore them apart, tore the breasts off of women. I'm sorry, I'm not going to. The thing is there is violence in the world, and what we all have to do is not okay it. All of us,
including now. That's very hard to stop.
It's very hard to stop
a moving.
But there are certain ones of NATO that don't want to get as involved as we are. But not everybody's going along with.
From our, I was going to say fearless leader, the threats from Trump against the European countries if they don't.
He has
help.
Have you ever heard of the word finesse? He has none. Never. Okay, he's just a con man. He's a clown, a terrifying, evil clown. That's what I think. I'm sorry. I look at him. I can't see how a Christian who believes in Jesus can okay this dude. I just don't see it. Maybe it's because they make money with the way he runs the. Look at how much money he's made in the presidency.
Of him.
Look at the grift. Look at the grift.
No,
it's astounding.
Well, especially when we've all been before he became president. They said, "Look, he's got to be arm's length from his business." Of course.
How can people look a blind eye to all this mission?
I have no idea.
I just can't. I can't see it. And if I find out that their mind is like that, I just get away. There's no defending, there's no debating, because they drank the Kool-Aid. And I only know of one person who's come back from that Trump Kool-Aid. One.
Marjorie Taylor Greene?
You got it. She's the one.
I wonder what's going to happen here. It's all...
who knows?
I mean, she was hard to take.
I didn't like her at all.
But now she's like, wait a minute, this guy's a phony baloney.
Oh, yeah.
Putting it up his butt.
Yeah.
I use butt as a casual sort of bridge word.
How interesting. Jason, ask me about a painting. Ask me about a painting.
Do you have anything new that I can look at too?
Out in the car.
You do? Oh, in the car. Okay.
Do you want me to go get it?
I want to start.
Well, you want
DAVO. Most people that have seen DAVO know him over the last. Is it 30 years? God, my goodness gracious.
40 years in Lahaina.
Well, I'm saying that's what I meant.
40 years in Lahaina, and they knew me on my scooter because I scootered around Lahaina.
How about Muhammad Ali? I'm going to turn this.
Okay, that's a good one. Would you show it to everybody?
You guys will have to.
Okay, now if you see this one. That's actually gold leaf. This one here, he sent me a photograph that he autographed, and I also had gloves that he autographed because I donated so much to Parkinson's. So from that photograph and signature, I made these paintings with his signature on it. and people loved them.
Well, they do love them, man.
Well, Muhammad Ali, talk about a guy who was against the war.
Yeah,
It almost ruined his career. They wanted to, that's the thing.
David Bowie.
Ask me about David.
David
show
Bowie.
him, please show him, David. Show him. I think it's.
Where he even knows where it is.
No, yeah.
Go ahead.
You had it.
I did have it.
No, turn this page.
I can't see, Davo.
I know.
You guys don't know that. You're on radio.
Oh.
So no, here he is, Tony Bennett.
Hey, look at him.
Look at that, Tony Bennett.
That's the microphone. I pushed the microphone.
Here, David Bowie.
Okay.
Bono.
Okay, now.
David Bowie. Here we
Okay,
go.
folks.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, everybody, listen to this. David Bowie, I'm in Bali, and I turn on the news in the morning, and it says David Bowie died. About 10 days later, something like that, as I'm getting on my plane to come back to Hawaii, the captain says, that plane that just landed? It has David Bowie's ashes on it. He wanted his ashes scattered right where I was. How do you like that?
He was dead.
He was, at that point,
He was
ashes.
dead. But you heard he was dead.
Yeah.
But I was thinking he was going to walk off the plane and say,
No.
The word of my demise is a little premature.
Right. No,
Didn't happen.
unfortunately.
You want to go to Bali, huh?
I love Bali.
That's where he wanted to be.
Oh no, he was. He had a place on Bali.
Oh,
But his where they scattered his ashes was kept very private. They didn't. It just kind of leaked out that
just like you just said, an event happened, and you memorialized that event. Like I have one in my bedroom.
Yes.
Of JFK Jr. doing a salute way back in '63. That was immortalized because then you did the pop art, and neo-pop art is a real interesting period of our life.
But do you know the difference between pop art and neo-pop art?
Help me.
Very easy. Andy Warhol did pop art. That's who I learned from. I do neo-pop art. And what makes it neo is if you have an Andy Warhol on the wall and you turn off the lights, it disappears. If you have a DAVO on the wall and you turn off the lights, it's still there.
Right, I know you've added that level of depth.
And I'm the only artist on the planet that paints that way, that I know of.
Well, you can't see it here, but
yeah,
I have that one didn't have it. Actually, way back when.
That might have been pre.
That was pre.
Yeah, which makes it.
I have one of the moon.
Landing. Yes.
Thank you. I know that was a precious one to you. After the fire, it became even more precious. We had a fire here, and I want to say the inventory, but your work got decimated.
Yeah.
Unbelievably fortunate.
And I was depressed, and my gallery owner said, "Davo, do you understand that all those paintings that you were trying to sell and that you had stored are sold?" He just flipped it like that. And it's true, because when this lawsuit comes through, I get the money from all those canvases and more.
Wow.
I have a private collection that burned with the signatures of famous people, all documented in the book. So,
wow.
And I was actually interviewed by the lawyers. They actually brought cameras in, set up the lights in my place, and
because it's a meaningful.
Well, they said they might want to make a mini documentary out of it.
Wow.
I said, go ahead, do whatever. I said,
can we put a loincloth on you when you go into the ocean and
only if I lose about 40 pounds. I don't want to be, back in the days when you go to Nude Beach at McKenna. And if you were 22 years old, you were proud to walk around naked, okay? But then when the fat guy came, you go, oh, look at him. Well, I'm the fat guy now. Yeah.
Aren't you glad you lived? Were you thinking you were going to live this
No,
long?
if I thought I was going to live this long, I would have taken better care of myself.
That's what we all say, right?
Yeah, no. But you know what? I don't do drugs anymore. I barely drink alcohol. I quit smoking.
You're in good shape.
And I am getting, I go to the pool 1, 2, 3 times a day. And I even got the lifeguards painting.
Really?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, there's Kaipo, head lifeguard, Keeley, his sergeant, and of course, Brooklyn. Oh, Brooklyn.
As a woman or a man?
She shivers my vulva. Wait, I don't have a vulva. She does something else. She shivers something else in me.
Yeah.
She's gorgeous.
Where's George Carlin when you need him?
I know. Well,
Did you know that when I first went in as a little guy, I was 20-something, sat at Little David Records, and the guy on the couch next to me was going in to see, he signed with Little David Records.
Oh.
George Carlin was. When he was just a young, modest.
He was. Boy, do we need him now?
Yeah.
I mean, Bill Maher's okay, but George Carlin would just.
Bill Maher insults people. George Carlin insulted them by ignoring them with bigger, massive.
He just had a style.
He did
that nobody else ever attained. He really did. George Carlin's one. Oh, let's talk about Bob Dylan. So, show him the Bob Dylan. So here we are. I go to a dinner.
So I got to put it in the screen. Wait.
Okay.
And the one camera is the front. Look at that.
Okay.
One camera is the front of the book.
This is a painting. This is a photograph at the dinner.
Okay.
Okay. Where he's holding the paper, because when he walked up to the podium, he had like 10 sheets of paper. I'm going, what is this all about? And he spoke to us for 35 minutes, which is for Dylan rare. Yeah. And this audience is filled with industry people, okay? It's, I mean, the big shots are there. And as a matter of fact, who introduced him was Jimmy Carter. He had a president introduce him.
Wow.
So I said, oh, now I know why those guys that look like Secret Service are Secret Service. Okay. I said, I know Bob has security, but this is...
Yeah.
So anyway, Bob comes out, and I was so shit-faced. I really was.
That when you have a dash with it, it's not the same word. Okay.
Oh, yeah. I was plastered. And I had a $1,500 seat way in the back, but I went to the bathroom at the right time because I knew it was winding down. I was going to move to the front. So I come out of the bathroom. I run into Campbell.
Who?
Campbell. I forget his first name. Campbell.
Campbell? Glenn Campbell?
Yeah. Yeah. I ran in. I said, hey, Glenn, how you doing? He goes, DAVO, okay. Because he knew me. But anyway, then the Texan that bought my Dylan at the auction for $10,000 or more, because it started at $10,000. So I don't know what he ended up paying. He goes, hey, DAVO, where are you sitting? I go, back in lower Sublovia. And he goes, come with me.
Come with me, son.
Table right next to the podium, empty seat. He says, no, you're sitting there. It was a $15,000 seat.
Whoa.
Now, if that's not Forrest Gumpy, I don't know what is. Isn't it?
It is.
And I sit there, and first President Carter comes out, and I can't remember what he said, except he did say, I remember him saying, people will soon forget the words that I and other presidents have, they won't forget Bob Dylan's. I thought that was beautiful.
Yeah.
So anyway, Bob comes out and he's complaining. He's complaining about these critics and about his voice. And he said, you don't talk about this guy and his voice. And he was defensive. And it was kind of cute. And he was talking about old blues guys, black blues guys that I've never heard of him, and raving him. And then he gets to Jimmy. And you know which Jimmy, Jimi.
Hendrix.
And he said, Jimmy, this is the only human being, living or dead, that Bob Dylan said, Jimmy, I wish you were here tonight. And I broke out just bawling.
Oh. And you were in the front row.
I was. You couldn't get any closer.
Yeah.
And I took a picture of him, which is a no-no. And the lady at the table next to me still had her camera out, and the security guard took her camera away.
And is this your picture?
That's my picture.
Wow.
That's my picture. There he is.
Nice.
And if you can't see it, but he's looking at me like, you know when Hawaiians look at you mean?
Who's the other guys down here?
That's
like
Jimmy
Tim.
Carter. Jimmy
that Carter?
That's Carter.
I was going to say it looks a lot like the guy in the prison movie with, it wasn't Denzel Washington, it was the other guy.
Sign my book. Right? You love Bob. Sign it right on, Bob. Right on, Bob. Yes, please. Thank you. And incidentally, Governor Green, I'd love you to sign my book. I've got the mayor's.
Oh, good.
But I like the. Can you get me the governor to sign it?
When he comes to town, if I see him, I'll
tell him I'll bring the book over, and I'll have one for him, and he can sign my book.
Okay.
Okay.
Governor Green, you heard that. Well,
thank you,
I
Governor.
hope that you hear it here first. Otherwise, I'm going to see you in.
I know a lot of people don't like him. A lot of people don't like our mayor. But you know what? You know why I really love our mayor? He's Hawaiian.
That doesn't by automatically qualify him. It does.
But for me, and he can play the ukulele and sing, and he's got a great voice, and he's a good-looking Hawaiian man, and he's got my vote. Now, maybe I'm crazy or stupid or both, but you know what?
Do you have your passport and your documents in order?
I'm ready to go. I'm actually packed with those wheelie things.
Yeah.
I've got everything ready to go.
Oh, you're ready to go.
Oh.
I'm talking about in our country now, they're saying that 10 million people who live here legitimately cannot put their hands on documentation to support that they're Americans, even though they're legitimate, and they may not be able to vote if they keep doing this stupid thing what they're doing. I have a real problem that I can't get away from.
It's called jerry-rigging. Jerry-rigging.
Gerrymandering.
Thank you. Jerry-rigging is Jerry-rigging is cars, I think. Gerrymandering.
That's hot wiring. Gerrymandering
votes. Yeah, and and that side is very known for doing that when they're in trouble, and they are in trouble.
What did Bob Dylan say about Jimmy Carter? I want to hear now.
He never said anything about Jimmy Carter.
When you said you got in there, when he talked about Jimmy coming next.
No, Jimi Hendrix.
Oh, he did talk about Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah, that's who it was. That's the Jimmy. No, he didn't say.
And that was Jimmy. See, and I thought it was Tim Robbins is who I thought this was.
Yeah.
Looked a lot like him, but really does look a lot like him here. But Carter, one of the presidents that I think is underlooked.
Of course.
Just been an incredible human being was Jimmy Carter and his wife Rosalind.
And talk about a true Christian.
Yeah.
Okay. No phony baloney about him. He true Christian.
A giving, loving,
houses for habitat, building houses for poor. That's Christian. Is being, I heard something the other day that I don't know if it's in the Bible, but the man said, "I'm just a hungry beggar telling others where I found the bread." Isn't that fabulous?
Who said that?
Well, it was
beggar?
my wound doctor.
Oh, really?
Yeah, who was taking care of who cured my foot. And he's a world famous wound doctor. And
what's his name?
His name is Brett Boyle, and his wife's name is Carrie Boyle, and they are probably my favorite couple.
Well, I'm so happy that you got your foot healed. That was.
Oh, me too. Because I couldn't even go in the ocean, because you know what you can get going in there.
No. You can get everything under the sun.
You can. And knowing me, I would
get it.
So I got all healed, and now I can go in the ocean.
Good.
But I prefer the pool right now. I'm not quite in the shape that I want to be for the ocean.
You know, because of cuts, I've been out of the ocean a very long time. Little cuts and
Smart.
nicks. Because there are things out there that, you know, I've never had the problem, but I've watched problems.
I've had staph. I know a friend who almost lost his foot having staph. So, but and I've tried to get him to go to my church, which incidentally is Kahana Door of Faith, which Reverend Kavika Kapaku is my kahu, and he's awesome. The last sermon he gave was, I said, why do you keep getting better and better? He's really, he can do jokes, he can do this, but the way he throws in the Bible, you just go, yeah, I like it this way. And then they get up and play the ukuleles, and it's a local church. I mean, it's a Hawaiian church. It's awesome.
Beautiful.
It's awesome. You got to come sometime.
Okay.
It's worth the drive.
I would love to.
And then you can have lunch. We'll do a barbecue at my place. We'll go down to the fish market, get some fish, put it on the Barbie.
Sounds good.
How much time do we have left?
Oh, we have like 14.
Really? God, I don't know if I can make it.
Well, you don't have to. You could just sit here silently. But you don't have to, because I happen to have this.
See, I let people sign anywhere they want.
It's really interesting where people sign. People signing on my dad loves Jimmy.
Yep.
David Furnish and Elton John.
And their first baby. Did I tell you about the time I laid Elton John? And people go, I go, no, with flowers, for God's sakes. But I'm at the Grammys.
Right.
And we're at a dinner, and he and his boyfriend, now his husband, were there.
David, yeah.
And I said, Elton, would you mind laying me? He says, oh, I just love it. So I put the lay on, and David took the picture, and it's a great picture. I still have that. It might be in the book. I don't know.
Cliff has done really a great job of putting stuff together.
Cliff and
Bill.
And how about Lynn Shu?
Well, Lynn Shu is an amazing woman.
Lynn discovered me under the banyan
Village
tree.
Gallery? She grabbed Village Gallery now?
Still, yeah.
What is it called now?
Village Gallery.
Not Village Gallery by the sea?
No. Just Village Gallery.
And they're in that, I want to call it an outbuilding.
You haven't been there yet?
Lahaina Cannery Mall outbuilding. Kind of
near the
end of the highway coming down, right?
There's going to be a new Safeway gas station. I don't know what's taking them so long.
I don't know what's taken, yeah.
But let me tell you something. Lynn found me under the banyan tree and said, I'm opening a new gallery. Do you want to come?
Wow.
And I go, oh, yes. And so because she was so good to me over the years, one time I took her to the Grammys. And we're standing out there waiting for the valet to bring my mom's Buick. So there's all these limousines, and here comes this old Buick. And the valet, I give him $10, and I say, do you know how much it cost me to make this this Rolls Royce look like a Buick? And he'd look at me like, you're crazy, right? So
give me the 10, buddy.
But here comes the CEO, the Mr. Grammys, Michael Green, I think it was, and he comes across the road right up to Lynn Shu, takes her hand, and he says, "Did you enjoy tonight?" And then yes, and then he walked away. I said, Lynn, do you know, that's it. He's it. He's the guy. And then goes, oh. Lynn loved it. She slept in my mom's bed because my mom wasn't going to let her sleep on the couch. And I was going to let her sleep in my room. So she said, you sleep on my bed. My mom slept on the couch. And there's Lynn in the morning with my mom's stuffed animals all around her. God. I wish I had a picture of that. No, Lynn Shu is the cream of the crop.
Yeah, she's really been, what do they say? She was the scout that found you, huh?
Absolutely.
Under the banyan tree, which is still here. Thank you, God.
Thank you, God. Thank you, God.
Yeah.
Thank you, God. And do you see how green everything is right now?
Everything's green.
I said, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. This is the old Maui now we're seeing.
Yeah, I hope it holds the ground there next.
Well, the
round.
thing is you got to give to get,
Yeah, I get it.
you know?
And everything's God, so all this stuff is God.
Hello.
My God.
Hello. I firmly believe that, and I have no fear of death because my shepherd is Jesus, and God, his son, his Father is this. It's the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. I'm all into that.
I see.
I am.
Well, I myself figure because I don't know, I'm staying open. I can't imagine a life in the same form.
Have you been baptized?
I was actually.
Well,
I was baptized in front of the Maui sunset the first year I was here
good boy.
by Heather Castellanos, who was going to a church that was run up country, Grace Church, I think it was. Rob Finberg, who was a Jewish guy who became Christian.
See, there you go.
Beautiful wife, Iranian wife, beautiful lady.
Do you know that when I went to Israel, I wanted to get bar mitzvah? I did. And they said, well, have you studied? And I go, no, and I'm only there for a week. So I said, is there anything else? He says, well, you can get baptized. I said, okay. He said, well, you can get on this bus and it'll take you to the Jordan River where John baptized Jesus. And that's where I got baptized.
Oh.
How you like that?
Not a lot of people can say that.
That's right. And I got baptized by a Jewish guy. And I baptized him. Okay. And it was, you know, I'm just so glad I did that then because Israel and everything was not like it is now. I mean, everything was peaceful.
Well, you know, the people that I know here, live here from Israel, I can see a real strong, hard core, but they're such loving people.
Oh, yeah.
You know, there's a Chabad Maui kosher farm I had here, Rabbi Mendel Zirkind.
Is he here?
He's here.
Really? How old is he?
I'm going to say early 40s. I could be.
How about Rabbi David?
Rabbi David.
There's a Rabbi David.
Rabbi David Glickman is probably retired, but he's once a rabbi, always a rabbi. But
is that right? I don't see.
Well,
if I really want to know something, I go to him. Okay.
You go to me.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing.
You know.
Oh, like Schultz. I know nothing.
Yeah, right. And he was Jewish, the guy that played that. Just out of
Hogan's Heroes. There's a real
folks. You got to see Sinners. The movie.
Did it win the movie? No. One battle after another.
Yeah, I think Best Director.
I was worried about Sinners because it said horror. Is it horror, Phil?
Yeah, but you know what? No, don't think horror.
No,
don't think horror. But there's vampire elements to it. It's a beautiful. The photography.
I can't take
the cinema. No, forget it. Go with me. I'll see it again.
Okay.
Okay, and you know, after the Oscars, they re-release them sometimes.
Oh yeah.
And definitely see Battle After Battle. That was the movie of the year.
One battle after another. Was really good, huh?
Fantastic.
I look forward.
Talk about kind of
gritty, also. Huh?
And and you know who got the supporting actor? Sean Penn, and boy did he!
Did he get it?
Yes, and he played an amazing military guy. Oh, just gross. Oh. And there's a scene in there where they kill him and dispose of him.
Of him?
But because he...
You
anyway.
don't have to tell me.
No,
what?
I don't want to tell you. But the movie, I got to see it again. There was just too much going on. I've got to see it again.
Okay.
So, you want to go? Sinners and
Yeah, we'll have a double feat. I don't know if I could double feat.
also Frankenstein was awesome.
And Hamnet.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet. And she got Best Actress.
I understand. I saw just a few minutes of it. It's up there on like Netflix or something.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I'll go home and watch it today.
Yeah.
Because I love Shakespeare.
Yeah.
And I never knew about his son.
I never
knew. Because people go, why do they call it Hamnet? And I go, well, that was his son's name that died. 10 years old.
Oh, see, I didn't even get to that part of the movie. Oh, yeah, okay.
Did you watch it?
I was watching at the beginning, and then, a lot of things happen at the same time.
You Meshuggah.
Meshuggah.
You are a Meshuggah. Look that up, folks. His picture is right next to the definition. Jason, you're marvelous. I love you.
Well, you know why? Because I take after you.
Well,
you're my hero.
No, you're my hero. Oh. Okay.
Okay, that's it.
Two Meshuggahs.
Two Meshuggahs.
From different mothers.
Yeah. When you talk about getting out of L.A., I left New York and spent 1973 to 1988 in L.A.
Okay.
And in there was my music business experience. Really, that was very fun and exciting.
You can't leave without it. And folks, just so you know,
Does it look different?
This is what the hardback looks back. It's a really nice. And that will glow in the dark, of course. That makes it neopop. I meant to give you that. And here, this was supposed to be breakfast for you and Tony. I'm not kidding. I made it this morning. It's scrambled eggs and toast.
Tony, you are going to be eating.
I know.
Oh,
and it's good. I make good scrambled eggs. And
Tony, you're in for it.
Oh, one last thing.
What's that? This
is my glow in the dark. I only give that to people like you.
Will this stay in this? Will it stay fresh for a while?
I would keep it in the refrigerator.
Okay.
Yeah, but and when you open it, stir it, and then just brush whatever you brush it on. Once it dries,
it will be.
You can do your fingernails, your toenails,
or like you don't want to hit something in the dark.
Yeah. I do that. As a matter of fact, at Lynn's gallery, there's a big love painting in her bathroom, and when people go in, and then as they're leaving, they turn off the light and they go, "Oh my God!" and they look at it, and then they can't find the light switch, so I put a glow in the dark dot on the light switch.
There you go. That's what it takes.
What is that? Necessity is the mother of invention. That's a good one. Anyway, folks,
thinking of Frank Zappa.
I want you to get my book, and if you do, and you bring it to me, I will put an original drawing in there. And dedicate it. So anybody who gets the book, you get it on Amazon. It's being sold in like 50 countries.
Well, you can also, we're putting it up on the website. So you see, we're building out the website to be a focus for commerce for Maui.
Yes.
And when we do it, we're giving money back into you. That's my thing, giving money back locally. And
money is the teeth in this jungle, but you don't have to have. You don't have to be just always after it. I'm not. My brother Kalama, who passed away, and I'm glad I mentioned him. Kalama said, "Dava, you pull money out of the sky." Isn't that beautiful? And I thought, Hawaiian, the way you say things. He was a wonderful man.
He was a wonderful guy.
I'm still not over it. Nope. I don't know if I'll ever be over it.
Well, but we are here to celebrate.
I know.
And we're here to celebrate a good life as we live it. And thank you for coming. Thank you for bringing this book back.
Right.
Any of you artists out there, I know people who love art, they're going to love this book. We have less than a minute and 10 seconds, 109. Whenever I'm here, I think to myself, we are laying the carpet for the world to come in this door and be in this neutral. Oh, look at this.
This is from my church.
Thank you.
Now you must come and wear that.
I will for sure.
Okay.
Thank you.
And do you know about kukui nuts?
I don't in 40 seconds, but
They're the nut of enlightenment.
they are?
So when you wear them, they'll make you smarter.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that could happen.
I
Is it
don't
possible?
know. How could you get any smarter?
We only have a few seconds. Davo, you're a wonderful guest and a
God
wonderful
bless you.
friend.
God bless
Blessings to you.
you. Shalom.
Shalom.
Mazel tov.
And Avito Zane, good night. Take care, everyone. We'll see you next week.